Have you ever looked up at the night sky and felt an overwhelming sense of wonder, a feeling that the cosmos holds secrets far beyond our comprehension? What if I told you that some of the most profound mysteries of the universe might be hidden in plain sight, reflected back at us through what scientists and philosophers call cosmic mirrors? Prepare to have your perception of reality stretched as we embark on a mind-bending journey to explore concepts that range from audacious climate engineering to the very fabric of space-time. This isn't just a video, it's an invitation to peer into the looking glass of the cosmos. Imagine a world where humanity, facing the daunting challenge of climate change, decides to take matters into its own hands, not on Earth, but in the vast expanse of space. This isn't science fiction. It's a concept that has captivated thinkers for over a century. The idea of deploying colossal mirrors in orbit to reflect sunlight away from our planet. Could we truly engineer Earth's climate from afar? The audacious notion of space mirrors for climate engineering first surfaced in 1923. German rocket pioneer Hermann Oberth, a visionary whose ideas laid the groundwork for space travel, proposed the concept. He envisioned massive orbital mirrors, potentially miles wide, capable of focusing sunlight to melt polar ice caps or, conversely, reflecting it away to cool specific regions. His ideas, though fantastical at the time, planted a seed that would germinate decades later. The sheer scale of such an undertaking was staggering, yet the potential to wield such power over Earth's climate was undeniably alluring. Fast forward to the 1990s, and this theoretical concept moved from the drawing board to actual experimentation. The Znamya project, a bold initiative by Russian scientists, aimed to test the feasibility of deploying solar reflectors in space. Their goal was not to cool the planet, but to illuminate dark regions of Earth, extending daylight hours for cities or aiding agricultural growth in northern latitudes. It was an ambitious attempt to literally bring the sun down to Earth. The Znamya 2 mission in 1993 was a pivotal moment. A 20-meter diameter mirror, essentially a thin, reflective film, was unfurled from a Progress spacecraft. For a few fleeting minutes, it successfully created a bright spot of light, estimated to be several kilometers wide, that swept across parts of Europe. Eyewitnesses reported seeing a dazzling, moving star brighter than any other celestial object. It was a breathtaking demonstration of humanity's potential to manipulate light on a cosmic scale, a fleeting glimpse into a future where the night sky might be illuminated by artificial suns. However, the Znamya project ultimately faced significant challenges. The Znamya 2.5 mission in 1999, intended to deploy an even larger mirror, failed when the reflector snagged on an antenna during deployment. The technical hurdles were immense, and the project was eventually shelved. Yet the dream of space-based solar management never truly faded. The Znamya experiments, despite their limited success, proved that the fundamental concept was viable, paving the way for future endeavors. Today, the conversation around space mirrors has shifted, driven by the urgent need for climate solutions. A California startup, among others, is actively developing prototypes for orbital mirrors, but with a different purpose: to enhance solar power production on Earth. Their plan involves launching smaller, precisely positioned mirrors that would beam concentrated sunlight to ground-based solar farms, particularly during dawn and dusk or on cloudy days. This could significantly boost the efficiency and reliability of renewable energy sources, making solar power a more consistent and powerful contributor to our energy grid. The implications are profound. Imagine solar panels operating at peak efficiency for longer periods, even after sunset, or generating substantial power on overcast days. This could revolutionize our energy infrastructure, accelerating the transition away from fossil fuels. However, such grand schemes are not without their controversies. Critics raise concerns about potential light pollution, disruption to ecosystems, and the unknown long-term effects of altering Earth's natural light cycles. The ethical debate surrounding geoengineering, particularly space-based solutions, is complex and ongoing. Are we playing God with our planet, or are we simply using our ingenuity to secure a sustainable future? The answer, like the light from these cosmic mirrors, remains to be seen. Now let's shift our gaze from engineered mirrors to the very fabric of reality itself. What if the universe isn't just vast, but also incredibly strange, behaving like a cosmic funhouse? Imagine looking out into the cosmos and seeing multiple versions of the same galaxy, or even multiple versions of yourself, reflected back from different directions. This mind-bending concept is at the heart of cosmic topology and the Hall of Mirrors effect. At its core, cosmic topology explores the overall shape and connectivity of the universe. We often assume the universe is infinite and simply connected, meaning there's only one path for light to travel from a distant object to our eyes. But what if it's not? What if the universe is connected, like a giant cosmic labyrinth? Think of a video game where walking off one edge of the screen brings you back on the opposite side. In a connected universe, space would effectively fold back on itself. If the universe were connected, light from a single distant object, like a galaxy or a quasar, could travel along multiple paths to reach an observer on Earth. Each path, though originating from the same source, would appear to come from a different direction, creating multiple distinct images of that one object. It would be like standing in a hall of mirrors, where every reflection, though seemingly unique, is merely another view of the same reality. We might be looking at what appears to be a vast collection of distinct galaxies, when in reality, many of them are just duplicates of a few original ones, seen from different angles and at different points in their light travel time. Astronomers are actively searching for evidence of such a phenomenon. One of the primary tools in this quest is the cosmic microwave background, CMB radiation. The CMB is the faint afterglow of the Big Bang, a snapshot of the universe when it was just 380,000 years old. If the universe were connected, the CMB map, which shows tiny temperature fluctuations across the sky, would exhibit repeating patterns or circles in the sky. These patterns would be the cosmic reflections of the early universe, imprinted on the CMB. Scientists have meticulously analyzed CMB data from missions like WWMAP and Planck, searching for these telltale signs. While no definitive evidence has been found yet, the search continues, pushing the boundaries of our understanding of cosmic geometry. The implications of a connected universe are profound. It would challenge our fundamental assumptions about the size and uniqueness of the cosmos. If we are seeing reflections, then the true size of the universe might be much smaller than we currently estimate, as we'd be observing the same regions of space repeatedly. It would also raise philosophical questions about identity and uniqueness. Are we truly unique, or are there other versions of us living in other reflections of the universe, perhaps slightly out of sync with our own? The idea that the universe itself could be a giant, self-reflecting mirror is a humbling and awe-inspiring thought, reminding us that the cosmos holds mysteries far stranger than fiction. Beyond the literal and theoretical, the concept of cosmic mirrors also resonates deeply within human culture, art, and spirituality. For millennia, mirrors have been more than just tools for self-reflection. They have been imbued with mystical properties, seen as portals to other realms, or as symbolic representations of the universe itself. This is where the idea of cosmic mirror takes on a more artistic and spiritual dimension. Ancient civilizations, particularly in China, held mirrors in high reverence, often decorating them with intricate designs that evoked the cosmos. These weren't just decorative items, they were powerful artifacts. Ancient Chinese bronze mirrors frequently featured patterns of constellations, mythical creatures, and symbols representing the five elements, or the yin and yang. These cosmic mirrors were believed to possess protective qualities, warding off evil spirits, or to be used in divination rituals, reflecting not just the physical world, but also glimpses of the spiritual or future realms. They were seen as microcosms of the universe, reflecting the macrocosm. The polished surface was thought to capture and channel cosmic energy, connecting the user to the vastness of the heavens. But this fascination with mirrors as cosmic conduits wasn't limited to China. In ancient Egypt, highly polished bronze or copper mirrors were associated with the goddess Hathor, symbolizing beauty, fertility, and the sun. They were used in religious ceremonies and placed in tombs to guide the deceased in the afterlife. In Mesoamerican cultures, particularly among the Olmec and Maya, obsidian mirrors were crafted with incredible precision. These dark, reflective surfaces were not used for vanity, but as scrying tools by shamans and priests. They believed that by gazing into the obsidian's depths, they could communicate with deities, foresee the future, or even travel to the underworld. These mirrors were literal windows into other dimensions, reflecting the unseen forces of the cosmos. Even in modern times, the symbolic power of the cosmic mirror persists. Artists and designers continue to create pieces that incorporate celestial motifs, using mirrors to evoke the vastness of space, the twinkling of stars, or the swirling patterns of galaxies. These contemporary cosmic mirrors serve as reminders of our place in the universe, inviting contemplation and wonder. They can be found in spiritual practices, where reflective surfaces are used in meditation to encourage introspection and a connection to universal consciousness. The mirror, in this sense, becomes a metaphor for the human mind itself, capable of reflecting and understanding the infinite complexities of the cosmos. The enduring appeal of the symbolic cosmic mirror lies in its ability to bridge the gap between the tangible and the intangible. It reminds us that the universe is not just an external entity to be observed, but also an internal landscape to be explored. It suggests that the patterns and energies of the cosmos are not distant and separate, but intimately connected to our own existence, reflected in our art, our beliefs, and our very being. Finally, let's delve into a profound philosophical concept that suggests the universe itself is the ultimate cosmic mirror, reflecting patterns and rhythms throughout all scales of existence. This is the universal law of correspondence, often encapsulated by the ancient Hermetic principle, as above, so below, as below, so above. This law posits that there is a fundamental harmony and interconnectedness between all planes of existence, the spiritual, the mental, and the physical. The law of correspondence suggests that patterns and rhythms observed in the macrocosm, the universe, galaxies, stars, are mirrored in the microcosm, atoms, cells, human beings. It's not about direct replication, but about analogous structures, functions, and principles. Think of the structure of an atom, with electrons orbiting a nucleus, mirroring the structure of a solar system, with planets orbiting a star. Or consider the intricate branching patterns of a tree, which are echoed in the branching of our own circulatory system, or the vast networks of galaxies in the cosmos. These are not coincidences, but rather reflections of underlying universal laws. This ancient wisdom, deeply rooted in Hermetic philosophy, proposes that by understanding one level of reality, we can gain insight into all others. If we understand the principles governing the movement of planets, we might gain insight into the cycles of human life. If we understand the dynamics of a single cell, we might grasp the complexities of an entire ecosystem. The universe, in this view, is a grand fractal where similar patterns repeat themselves infinitely, regardless of scale. Every part contains the essence of the whole, and the whole is reflected in every part. The implications of this law are deeply personal. If the universe is a cosmic mirror, then our internal realities, our thoughts, emotions, beliefs are not isolated, but are intricately connected to the external world. What we project outwards, the universe reflects back to us. This isn't just a New Age platitude, it's a profound understanding of the interconnectedness of consciousness and reality. Our inner landscape shapes our outer experience, and vice versa. By understanding ourselves, we begin to understand the universe. By understanding the universe, we gain deeper insight into ourselves. This law encourages us to look for connections, to see the grand design in the smallest detail, and to recognize the universal principles at play in our everyday lives. It suggests that the cosmos is not a cold, indifferent void, but a living, breathing entity that resonates with our own existence. The cosmic mirror in this context is not a physical object, but a profound philosophical lens through which we can perceive the interconnectedness of all things. It invites us to see ourselves not as separate from the universe, but as integral, reflective parts of its ongoing creation. From audacious plans to engineer our climate with orbital reflectors to the mind-bending possibility that the universe itself is a giant hall of mirrors, and from ancient artifacts imbued with cosmic power to the profound philosophical principle that connects all things. The concept of cosmic mirrors truly spans the spectrum of human thought and scientific inquiry. It challenges us to look beyond the obvious, to question our assumptions, and to embrace the incredible strangeness and beauty of the cosmos. The universe is constantly reflecting back to us its deepest secrets, if only we are willing to look closely enough. Whether through the lens of a telescope, the wisdom of ancient texts, or the quiet contemplation of our own inner world, these cosmic mirrors offer us glimpses into the profound interconnectedness of all existence. What do you think about these cosmic mirrors? Do you believe humanity should pursue space-based geoengineering? Does the idea of a multiply-connected universe intrigue or unsettle you? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If this journey into the unknown has sparked your curiosity, hit that like button, subscribe to our channel for more mind-expanding content, and ring the notification bell so you don't miss our next cosmic exploration. Let's continue to unravel the universe's mysteries together.